I did lose $1,000, but this video is not about gambling. Gambling is for people who don't learn from loss. My addiction is much more significant and severe. My cell phone, my sweet little angel baby kitten, accidentally knocked my phone off the bathroom counter, henceforth destroying it. It wasn't necessarily shattered, but the black line of death was slowly making its way across the screen and somehow also gained consciousness. It would open apps and select things randomly to the point it became completely useless. I couldn't even type in the passcode. I accidentally left it on, and when I came back, I was locked out for 2 hours. I would pick it up every 30 minutes hoping it would have fixed itself, but inevitably, I gave up. My phone is in my hand 24/7. This kind of rapid withdrawal is like stripping a baby away from its God-given iPad. Without my phone, I felt worthless. I felt gay.
Well, that note of
I know you've heard of AI, but I introduced to you IA. It stands for iPhones Anonymous. It's about recovering from blue light and rage bait. I've curated the most peaceful detachment and intro to recovery plan based off of my own personal journey. I spent 5 nights without a phone, except it was only 4 days and 3 nights. In hindsight, it was kind of nice to be forced to take a little break. Morning dew and a million birds chirping could not amount to the stimulus I get from even 1 second of my Instagram search page. What is a tan line compared to my burning retinas? What is a breeze compared to the heater fan? What is a sunshine compared to my great value, all-purpose LED room light? What are the sounds of nature compared to the poetry of an Instagram comment section? Like a monk studying Nirvana, I sat outside for 20 minutes. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, over here on the T-Dubs channel, we tell stories of going outside in a bonus feature called Touching Grass. Honestly, I'm a little bit pale, so 20 minutes is about all I can do without having to use extreme methods of sun protection. I also low-key feel bad for the ants. You know when the sun shines off something at the perfect angle and flashbangs you? I feel like that's what I'm doing to the bugs in the grass when the sun reflects off my legs. Like a vampire that can't be seen in a mirror, my identity has never been revealed because I reflect so much light, it's fundamentally impossible to take a picture of me. Whenever someone tries, all the camera can capture is the light pollution of where I was last standing. My own skin is my high visibility clothing. I can safely walk the road at night because I can be seen by cars from over a mile away. Benjamin Franklin, please save me. Benjamin Franklin. I have these ideas, good ones, that need to be written down. These are creative bursts for YouTube videos, political ideologies, to-do lists, my emotions, or finally piecing together a conversation I had 2 weeks ago. When I have an idea, it feels like a little spark of lightning. Over time, I've learned the discipline of stopping what I'm doing to write it down, and most often it means rolling over in the middle of the night. Never tell myself, I'll remember tomorrow, I'll remember in the morning, I'll remember when I'm done. Every time I fail. An idea, multiplied by the willingness to pursue it, flow state. As a substitute for my inability to store these ideas in my notes app, I went primitive. I found a spiral notebook, a pencil, and a flashlight and put it on my nightstand. Without 3 forms of media frying my neurotransmitters at all times. Believe it or not, I was having ideas more frequently. My typing speed is so fast, I've got handwritten letters by every courtroom in a 300-mile radius personally asking me to be their stenographer. Unfortunately, I had to decline all these offers because having a job tends to get in my way of playing video games. Physically, I can't write at that same speed. I had to adapt to this new handicap called big hands holding a tiny little pencil by changing my method of writing from paragraphs to bullet points. I went on to call this journal and these bullet points my nicotine patches because they didn't give me the same satisfaction as getting all my ideas out in a detailed manner and greatly restricted my ability to enter flow state. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. This is my motto for keeping yourself busy to reduce withdrawals while also maintaining a sense of familiarity for the sake of your sanity.
Hello? Hello?
Didn't even wake up and immediately reach for the rotting dead corpse of my old technology. Day 4 of no phone was day 1 of my morning mindfulness routine. Woke up and stretched, had a glass of water, saw the sun shine, had a significant increase in the awareness of my surroundings. Being without my phone meant being without my AirPods. I got to experience a new level of the sounds of nature, my parents fighting, and my cat throwing up on the carpet. It feels freeing to be in tune with the world around you. Unfortunately, the day I was able to go to T-Mobile arrived. When shopping for a new phone, I considered not getting an iPhone. I was ready to signify my UNC status by switching to Android. My justification for this is that I don't play iMessage games anymore and I keep breaking my iPhones. This is the longest I've gone without breaking it and I bought it 2 weeks ago. When discussing this with the saleswoman, she told me she wouldn't be able to safely guarantee the transfer of my Notes app to a new device unless I stayed with Apple. I low-key felt like I got shot. I tried to play it cool though. I was like, oh yeah, bummer. I have over 400 notes and a willingness to part with none of them. I was very urgent to get my phone back. I was worried that I wouldn't have the weather app for my next social situation. I'm glad that I had a little bit of savings to lean back on, even if it means I'll have to cut back on eggnog this year. A genuine piece of advice, save your money. I met a 22-year-old talking about I'm gonna get birthday money soon. But most importantly, the best part of getting my phone back was finding out the e-couple I was stalking broke up.